Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about is how to make a girl actually dream about you. Here you are, tired of living like deer with horns, which do not allow you to do any success among women. So that is, you are ignored, they don't come to the second date, you are abandoned, and in principle no one is interested in you. And you want to be a lion, a predator who is followed, who is a myth, about who is a dream, to whom they return. Although it will be more correctly if I say that no one does break up with such a man initially. It will be important to remember every statement I'm about to take. These will be the most standard, typical recommendations, the most trivial but the most workable. Someone might think, so I basically know this. Maybe you do, but you do not do it. If you did, you'd be getting results by now. A predator, a lion, always puts its conditions, even if you take such an insignificant situation. Let's say the first date you are sitting in a cafe. The girl offers you to pay for herself. So that is in a half. For example, you can say no, this time I'll pay for myself, but next time you will treat me. Invite me somewhere and I'll think, and if this place will be interesting, you will do as well, then I'll go. Please, right now, forget the phrase, let's go out with you. Is something only a man, a role a stack could say. A predator, a lion, he just takes his own without asking. And why should we delegate any decision to a woman? You choose when to see her. Well, what's the problem? Remember that building relationships, their development. A girl's, this is purely female function. The point is you appoint the time of meeting. You appoint the day of meeting. You name a specific time. You name a specific place. That is convenient to you. And the place of meeting, of course, you too. So, then you yourself complete the meeting. That is, there's the worst picture when it's already the third or fourth type of date, everything is already very dull and gloomy, and she's already looking at the clock and hints that she's already bored. This should be not allowed to happen. You should end the first date, not when your communication starts to fade, but basically at the peak of emotion, so that even a little bit would not work enough for her. In general, men after the very first date send a girl message. How did you get there? Are you safe and sound or not? The first question is like, you are living in ghetto or what? I mean, what could possibly be the problem? What could happen? Even assuming you are worried like this, but think about it, you are barely know her and you are already playing a daddy. If you are so worried, tell her right away. What? When you come write to me. That is again your conditions. I beg you to decide right away. You will get to close her or not. Are you going to kiss her or what? What kind of tactile contact you want to make? To make some kind of rapprochement. There is simply no more depressing picture than a situation where a man wants to and he just can't. So he's embarrassed, does not it with excessive uncertainty, or the girl somehow gets a little bit distant. She kind of breaks down and the guy immediately all, I won't do it anymore. Here's worse than that. I mean, either you do not persistently and decisively, or you don't do it at all. The biggest orny dear problem is that you went on a date and after that your romanticized sweet fantasies begin. So you think about her and think about her and think about her. Driving in a car and thinking. You fall asleep and imagine you already have children running around. Your imaginary future children. And after that, you're already wondering what more reputable restaurant to take her to. Or maybe take her to Disneyland. She'll probably love it. And then you start wondering, does she like me or not? Maybe you should ask her. I hope you knew right away that you shouldn't do this. I personally am ashamed to even voice it. But still, I often see such correspondence where a man asks her directly if she likes me. I mean, there's no comment here. Alright guys, let's make a deal. You are not going to do this kind of nonsense. You have your own full life, in which perhaps she will become such a component and significant part. And that is not a fact. But right now, she is no one at all. She is a permanently trainee. And again, any mentally healthy man would never want to get such a situation in his life where a woman leaves, quits. You do not want to get into the situation again, do you? I will tell you what you want to need to do. There's only one recommendation. When one meeting has passed, 5, even 10 meetings, it doesn't matter, ask yourself a question. Am I ready to stop this communication now? And if you realize that no, you are screwed buddy, I will be sure to check out the channel on this one. One another important point, the next situation I hear about all the time, a man goes to the very first meeting and he says the meeting or date went so great. The woman smiled at me and she was attracted to me. Everything was very cool, but then a week or two went ago. By the week, or I leaked a very some reason, and why? What's the mystery? There's no mystery. If you have normal first meeting, there will not be leaked. A man judges himself. He understands that he is ready to spend 24/7 time with her, talk on the phone and so on. And what makes you to think in these emotions that you are bursting, you are blaming on her and everything will be fine. Her emotions can be so exact opposite. So I can give you a classic, necessary recommendation that men do not follow. Set a radio of initiative at least 60 to 40, whereas 40% if initiative comes from you and 60% initiative comes from her. This is not some super secret method and ways to conquer any woman, but if you've done it, you have already get rid of so many problems and she's really going to closer. You have already formed certain precisencies for that. But if you haven't done that proportion in the right format, then there is nothing to talk about other things. It will definitely end badly and just a matter of time. So to the end I want to say that what is necessary for a student who came to the driving school and begins to drive, not order to feel fear an athlete who approach the maximum weight on this or that exercise. You need to practice, and for that reason just watch my old videos. It's not only thing you need to do, you need to practice. In this regard, if you want to improve your communication skills, going out once every time and you will be plus or minus stomping around. Maybe you got on the channel and something changed your mind. Certainly, of course, the effectiveness seems to have increased. Thank you friends. Please watch my old videos and wait for the next video.